Huh? An intruder? Another dragon? It's just a human? What's a human doing up here? Humans are not supposed to make it this high up. What's a human doing on my mountain? In here I was hoping I could enjoy my meal in peace. What do I do with him? I suppose I should ask why he is here. You there? Yes, you? The strange man. Why are you here? This place is far from the human villages, and is far higher than normal men typically travel. Do humans now have a sudden interest to take pleasure in struggling against nature? Why do you not answer and stay there looking so confused? Can you not hear me? Maybe you can't. I guess I'll just have to come closer. You reek of exhaustion and sweat. How long have you been climbing? It must have taken you days for you to reach this point. What to do with you? You also look very tired. Perhaps you should rest. If you need a place to camp tonight, I suppose you may rest here. The mountains are not safe for humans to climb at night. What is this? This metal object it grabs within your hands. This rather dull, isn't it? But it does look as though it's meant to be sharp. Perhaps to cut soft things? Is that its purpose? How interesting. So, why are you here? You don't look like a hunter. And you don't exactly look like an adventurer either. Oh. Is this some sort of religious pilgrimage? No. Never mind. You don't seem the religious type. And there still is the metal object in question. Never mind the metal object at the current moment. Are you perhaps hungry? Would you like some meal? I just returned from a successful hunt. There's plenty of fresh meat to share. Normally, I do not share with other dragons, as they tend to eat too much. But you humans don't eat such large portions, so I suppose feeding you won't be an issue. Come eat. You're trembling, and your breathing appears shallow. If you need water, there's a spring very close to here. The water is actually very clean and refreshing. Why am I helping you? Good question. Helping dragons is tedious. They always demand too much. But a human? That should be simple enough. Why yes, I am a dragon. What a silly question to ask. Did my horns not hint that? Am I now what I imagine a dragon to be? Are you perhaps expecting something larger, more fearsome? Perhaps something with more teeth. Am I the first dragon you have spoken with? Interesting. So humans are not aware of everything we can do? Well, to put it simply, all dragons can shift into a smaller human-like form. It's something we learn as children, to conserve energy. Our large stubborn bodies require a lot of energy and food, so resting in human form is quite common. No doubt, you'll see some dragons who have too much pride to turn into a human. I never quite understood why. And I actually prefer this form over my bestial form. And some dragons say this form is simply us imitating humans. But, in my opinion, both are equally me. The extent to how human we appear depends entirely on our talents. Some dragons, they can appear nearly identical to humans. Others struggle to maintain even the smallest changes. But no matter how skilled one becomes, removing our harms is impossible. And this is my camp. You're actually the first human I have ever conversed with. You're also the very first person I have ever shared camp with. Come, have some meat. It's fresh cow. Humans don't eat raw meat? I'm confused. What does raw mean? Oh, I understand now. I usually agree with humans on this matter. I normally roast my meat over a fire as well. If that's what you're concerned, don't worry. I actually already prepared some meat. I believe you humans call it jerky. And how do I know what jerky is? I learned it from my mother. She was quite fascinating by humans. And because of her, I actually prefer my meat cooked. The only problem is finding salt. Why so nervous? You look like a rabbit caught in a trap. Do you think I mean you harm? That's meta stick of yours though. You're holding it like it's your lifeline. We spoke about it earlier, but I remain curious about its purpose. It looks heavy. Wasn't it difficult to climb with that thing, waving you down? Or are humans just stubborn? Did you come just to show it to me? That would be quite a journey just to present me with a dull piece of metal. No, that can't be it. Surely, you wanna have come all this way just to show me your stick. Unless... Are you offering it to me? Is this a gift? No, this can't be. Nor are you courting me? Mother told me that when the suitor wishes to claim a bride, he offers her metal or gems for her hoard. But I never imagined a human would propose to me. What I thought human you are. Are you sure you wanna rather marry a fellow human? There could be trouble in wedding a dragon. And then your gift. What an odd gift it is. I usually call it silver and sapphires. But I suppose every hoard needs variety. I never really thought about marriage before. I always assumed if it happened, it'll be with another dragon, not a human. Still, humans do have their charms. They are resourceful, great storytellers, and surprisingly good at building things. Perhaps this could work out after all. Regardless, I suppose rejecting you outright would be rather rude. Perhaps the true display of affection is not in your gift, but in the effort you made in coming here. What would my mother do? Okay, I'll accept your gift. Wait, does that mean we are engaged now? This is really sudden. I had not prepared myself for such a compliment today. But I have accepted your gift. And among the dragons, there is a binding contract. Shh. Don't speak. I'm trying to be polite to your proposal. I'm unsure if I'll make a good bride. I have little experience with men. But your efforts are so sincere, and so I should respect them. Well, I suppose if it's tradition, then there's no helping it. Yes, that's the only logical conclusion. We are now engaged. I should tell you though, it is also a dragon tradition for the male to present the female with meat from his hunt. But I already have food here, so I will not ask you to do such things. Where did I get the meat? No, it was quite remarkable, really. By sheer luck, I stumbled upon the vast and bountiful herd of cows. Hundreds of them. It was as if they had all gathered just for me. Nature must be very generous. Or perhaps, cows enjoy offering themselves to dragons. Either way, it was most convenient. I had never seen so many cows before. It's more than enough to last me for years. So naturally, I made my nest here. These are your cows? What do you mean? Oh, I see. So you're a farmer. Does that mean you're presenting these cows for me? That will mean you have already fulfilled both traditions for marriage. In that case, you have given a far better marriage gift than most dragon males. Come, husband, let us be.